The condition of the parallel lines. We're going to learn about the condition of the parallel lines, the scalar triple product, the condition of the parallel lines. Okay. The condition of the perpendicular lines. Lines. So this is what we are going to do today. Now understand how exactly does this work? Just so what do we have in here? We have, you know, when I say that the two lines are parallel, right? So if I say that the two lines are parallel, so for example, the black vector is parallel to the red vector. The red vector is parallel to the blue vector. What I'm trying to explain you here is that this blue vector shall be B vector. It is going to be some C vector, and the black vector is going to be some A vector. Yes or no? So when we are talking
Yes, ma'am.
about the condition of parallel lines, right? When we are talking about the condition of parallel lines, what exactly does this mean? Just see. It basically means that we have A vector is, let's suppose, 2 I cap plus 3 j cap plus 7 k cap. And when I see that the C vector is parallel to the A vector, that basically means what? That means the direction cosines or the direction ratios. The direction ratios of 2, 3, and 7 for A, isn't it? But the direction ratios for C shall be some lambda times 2 I cap plus 3 j cap plus 7 k cap. So where lambda can be any number, it could be 1, 2, 3. Basically, what I'm trying to explain you here is that when you have a vector, given vector A vector here, so this A vector's direction ratios are 2, 3, and 7. So when we have this 2, 3, and 7 being the direction ratios of the vector A, so the direction ratios of vector C shall be what? Shall be what? 2 times lambda plus 3 times lambda and 7 times lambda. That means the direction ratios of a parallel vector are proportional. It could be any multiple. So if I say, the direction ratios of given vector A are 2, 3, 7. So it could be, you can double all of them. So the answer can be 4, 6, 14 for vector C. For that, it would be what? It would be, you can triple it. It can be 6, 9, and 21. So that means if I have the two vectors B and C parallel to my given vector A, and I want you to tell me that, what do you think would be the direction ratios of C and B? So you can say either it would be either exactly the same 2, 3, 7, or or it would be what? It would be exactly the same, okay? Or second thing, it would be what? Tell me.
Proportional.
Proportional. So going forward, when you talk about a parallel line, so if I say that there is a vector A, and A vector, whatever the vector they would give you, and I say write down a vector parallel to A. So you will say, let us suppose B vector is parallel to A, and that shall be lambda times A. So lambda times A is parallel to vector B, or shall be parallel to vector A. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Right. Now understand. So how do we write down the equation of a line? How do we write down the equation of a line? When we talk about the equation of a line, that exactly means what? That we have to find out the equation of this red line. So this is some random line R, and this line passes through a given point. So understand that in vectors, every point, because you start from origin 0, 0, 0. And let's suppose you are saying you're at 3, 3, 5. So starting from origin to that particular point A, it should be 3 I cap plus 3 j cap plus 5 k cap. Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Right? So that's my point, that it is going to be 3 I cap plus 3 j cap plus 5 k cap. That is what it is going to be. So every point in the scalar, in the Cartesian plane, is a vector. So if I say that this point is some point A through which the random line R is passing, and I have to find out the equation of line R. I have to find the equation of line R. You understand? So
Yes,
what does
ma'am.
that exactly mean? Tell me. You have to find the equation of line R, and what exactly does that mean? And I am given some line B, you know, to which line R is parallel. So two things are given to me. One, the point A. A is a point. And what is B? B is a line to which line R is parallel. So these two things would be given to me. And they will be asking me the equation of line R. Line R, basically line R is nothing but just a vector. So what do we say? We say R equals to A vector plus lambda B vector. You understand? A vector plus lambda B vector shall give me R. Understood or not?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. This is the this is my vector equation of line R. This is my vector equation of line R. Understood or not?
Yes, ma'am.
Right? So you have to just first of all understand the notation. The notation is A is the point, B is the vector, and R is what? R is the random line. So when something like this happens, what exactly we are going to do now? Just see. So for example, if I give you this, so there are several types in this, right? Just remember the types. So type number one will be very simple. The question says find the equation of a line passing through 2, comma 3, comma 7 minus 7 and parallel to 5 I cap minus 7 j cap minus 6 k cap. So this is how the question is. How would you solve this? The question says find the equation of a line passing through 2 comma 3 comma minus 7 and parallel to 5 comma minus 7 comma minus 6. So let us suppose this is the equation R, whose equation I'm supposed to find. And this equation, whose equation I'm supposed to find out, is going to pass to the point R. So what shall R be? 2 comma 3 comma minus 7. That's my point A. Are you understanding?
Yes,
The
ma'am.
point A shall be 2 comma 3 comma minus 7. So how do you think I can write down point A? It could be 2I cap plus 3j cap minus 7k cap. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
And it is parallel to 5I cap minus 7j cap minus 6k cap. That means what? That means what? Parallel to this vector, this red vector. And this vector is vector B for me because my required line R is parallel to 5I cap minus 7j cap minus 6k cap. So what is the formula? R vector is equals to A vector plus lambda B vector. So B vector is a vector to which my required line R is parallel to B. Actually, R is parallel to B. And R is passing through point A. So A is basically the point. You understand? So here, what do you think I should do? Understand? R equals to A. What is A? A is this point. So 2I cap plus 3j cap minus 7k cap A plus lambda B. So lambda B shall be 5I cap minus 7j cap minus 6k cap. Yes or no? This is going to be my R vector. Are you understanding?
Yes, ma'am.
So this is the concept. So this is the equation. Now understand, when I talk about R, do you understand that R is also a vector? So when R is just a vector, so what would R mean? Xi cap plus yj cap plus zk cap. Are you understanding?
Yes, ma'am.
R would be what? Xi cap plus yj cap plus zk cap. So basically, this is my vector equation that I have found out. But if the question says that, convert this vector equation into a Cartesian equation, what would you do? You will put this R as xi cap plus yj cap plus zk cap equals to, and here we will just open it. So this is going to become 2i cap plus 3j cap minus 7k cap plus multiply lambda inside. So that is going to become 5 lambda I cap minus 7 lambda j cap minus 6 lambda k cap. Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
So we have xi cap plus yj cap plus zk cap equals to 2 plus 5 lambda I cap, 3 minus 7 lambda j cap, and minus 7 minus 6 lambda k cap. You understand? So what am I doing? I am collecting all the i's together, all the j cap together, and all the k cap together. So if I take out I cap common, so 2 plus 5 lambda. If I collect j cap common, so it shall become plus 3 minus 7 lambda j cap. And if I collect k cap together, I will have minus 7 minus 6 lambda k cap. Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
So what was given to me? Find the equation of a line passing through 2 comma 3 comma minus 7 and parallel to 5 comma minus 7 comma minus 6. So this parallel to. So B vector was given to me and A point was given to me. Yes or no? Very simple.
Yes, ma'am.
So when this type 1 consists of what? Consists of what? That you will be given a point and a parallel vector B. So you have to first find the vector equation. And from the vector equation, you have to convert that to the Cartesian form. So to convert the equation onto the Cartesian form, what will you do? You will put R as xi cap plus yj cap plus zk cap, because definitely this vector is nothing but just xi cap plus yj cap plus zk cap. Are you understanding?
Yes, ma'am.
So this is the concept. Now, how do you equate it? You will say that x shall be equals to 2 plus 5 lambda. Then y shall be equals to 3 minus 7 lambda. Y shall be equals to 3 minus 7 lambda. And z shall be equals to minus 7 minus 6 lambda. Okay? Minus 6 minus 7 lambda. If I'm not wrong. Minus 7 minus 6 lambda, sorry. Minus 7 minus 6 lambda. Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
So what exactly does this mean? You tell me. So when we are talking about this part, you understand what do we have in here? We have x minus 2, that is 5 lambda. So this shall imply lambda shall be x minus 2 over 5. Yes or no? If I
Yes,
solve
ma'am.
I will get what? I will get y minus 3 equals to minus 7 lambda. So this implies y minus 3 over minus 7 shall be lambda. And if I have z plus 7, if I have z plus 7 shall be minus 6 lambda. So minus 6 is going to come down because here it is in multiplication. So z plus 7 over minus 6. So that shall give me lambda. So basically you see you have this also as a lambda, this is also lambda, this is also lambda. But this lambda x is in terms of z, this lambda is in terms of y, and this lambda is in terms of x. But all of these are lambda only. So they should have one value at the same time. So can I say x minus 2 over 5 equals to y minus 3 over minus 7 equals to z plus 7 over minus 6 shall be lambda. So this comes out to be my Cartesian equation. Are you understanding my point, Atul?
Yes, ma'am.
Very simple. So just all you need to do is to find out the vector form And in the vector form, just replace r as xi cap plus yj cap plus zk cap. Are you understanding?
Yes, ma'am.
Tell me, isn't it?
Yes,
Right?
ma'am.
And then when you have done this part, so what you have? You have the Cartesian form. So two types basically I have done here. First type is basically to find out the vector equation. And then from here onwards, converting the vector form to the Cartesian form. Because see, understand, in vector, it's just the line, the R line, we are trying to find the equation of this R line. But I hope you're understanding that this R line is nothing but just a vector. And every vector could be written down as xi cap plus yj cap plus zk cap. Where what is xyz? Xyz is any point on this line, red black line. It could be any point on this black line, any point. So any random point on this line could be x, y, z. Understood or not?
Yes, ma'am.
Any doubts in this? Tell me.
I'm clear.
Right? So this is type 1. Now, let's suppose the question talks about this. Second type is type 2. The type 2 kind of questions that you will get here will be what? It says find the equation of a line. Find the equation of a line passing through 1 comma 0 comma minus 3 and parallel to and parallel to the line joining 7 comma 6 comma 8 and minus 1 comma minus 3 comma 4. Okay, so this is a question. It says find the equation of a line passing through 1 comma 0 comma minus 3 and parallel to the line joining this. That means what? It says find the equation of this red line passing through what? Passing through 1 comma 0 comma minus 3 and parallel to what? Parallel to another line B, the black line. So when it says passing through the point, this is a point. So that means they have given me A. A is a point. And parallel to the line joining 2 points. So it would be 1 point, which is 7 comma 6 comma 8. And here it would be minus 1 comma minus 3 comma 4. So my equation is very simple. It is A plus lambda B. So R equals to, what is A? A shall be written down as 1 I cap plus 0 j cap minus 3 k cap, because every point could be written down in the form of a vector, plus lambda b. Now this time what is b? B basically is the direction ratio of the second vector, this b vector, which is parallel to r vector. So b is nothing but just the direction ratio, of what? The direction ratio of the line b. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
So how do we calculate the direction ratios of a line which is formed by joining the 2 points? So we have minus 1. What do we do this? We assume this to be x1, y1, z1. And we assume this to be x2, y2, z2. Isn't it? So it shall be what? x2 minus x1 I cap. So minus 1 minus 7 minus 8 I cap. Minus y2 minus y1. So minus 3 minus 6. So minus 9 j cap. You understand? And 4 minus 8. So minus 4 k cap. So this is my vector equation of the required line R. Are you understanding my point?
Yes, ma'am.
And to convert this into the Cartesian form, what would you do? You will take R as xi cap plus yj cap plus zk cap. And that is going to be 1 I cap minus 8 lambda I cap plus 0 j cap minus 9 lambda j cap minus 3 k cap minus 4 lambda k cap. So just collect all the I caps together. So you will have what? Here, when you multiply this, right? So if you collect I cap common, you have 1 minus 8 lambda plus j cap into 0 minus 9 lambda plus k cap minus 3 minus 4 lambda, and that shall be equals to x I cap plus y j cap plus z k cap. Because I am supposed to find out the equation R, and R is nothing but just a vector. Are you understanding?
Yes, ma'am.
So what do you think we have it here? We have 1 minus 8 lambda equals to x, because this I coefficient is 1 minus 8 lambda, and here it is x. And minus 9 lambda should be y. And minus 3 minus 4 lambda should be z. So what is going to be here? Tell me. It is going to be x minus 1 over minus 8 shall be lambda. Here lambda shall be y minus 0 over minus 9. And here lambda shall be z plus 3 over minus 4. Are you understanding?
Yes, ma'am.
So all these three are lambda. So how am I supposed to write down the vector Cartesian form? I will say x minus 1 over minus 8 is lambda in terms of x. You understand? Y minus 0 over minus 9 is lambda. Y minus 0 over minus 9 is also lambda. And z plus 3 over minus 4 is also lambda. Z plus 3 over minus 4 is also lambda. Since all these three are lambda, so that means x minus 1 over minus 8 equals to y minus 0 over minus 9 equals to z plus 3 over minus 4, all equals to lambda. So this is going to be my Cartesian equation. Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
So that's how the equation shall be formed. Very, very simple. Any doubts in this?
No,
Right?
ma'am. Clear.
Right? Now the point is, just have a look here at the equation. So when we look at the equation, how is my actual equation being formed? Just see. So now what do I have in here? I have a particular equation a plus lambda b, isn't it? So just have a look here. When I have a is what? I cap plus 0 j cap minus 3k cap. This is going to be my a, isn't it? And
Yes, ma'am.
lambda b is this. Just have a look at the vector equation, the Cartesian form. It is x minus 1 over minus 8 equals to y minus 0 over minus 9 equals to z plus 3 over minus 4 equals to lambda. Now you tell me, this is lambda? Just compare a little bit. Do you understand that this 1 here is coming here? This 0
Yes,
here
ma'am.
from the point is coming here. And this minus 3 is coming here. But what is the difference? If here it is plus 1,
Minus.
it is becoming minus 1 here. If here it is minus 3, it is becoming plus 3 here. That means the point A, this is what? This is A. This is A. A is a point. What point? Through which my required line R is passing. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
So this line R, this point A basically, this. Okay? This is going to be A. So if this is going to be A, what exactly does that mean? You tell me. If this is A, what exactly does this mean? So, ma'am, A in the question comes at the top of my Cartesian equation, but with a reversed sign. So if I say, and here the direction ratios, minus 8 comes right here with exactly the same sign. Minus 9 comes right exactly below Y, and minus 4 comes right exactly below Z, because obviously minus 4 has got something to do with the K cap. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
So what exactly am I trying to tell you? Tell me. I am trying to tell you that when you have this particular equation, right? So now going forward, if I give you this particular question where I say find the direct away Cartesian equation of a line, find the Cartesian equation of a line passing through, find the Cartesian equation of a line passing through 1 comma 7 comma 9 and is parallel to the line and is parallel to the line 3 I cap minus 6j cap minus 4k cap. So this is my point A, so that shall be A, and this is my B. So how do I draw the diagram? So let us suppose, ma'am, I have to find out the equation of line R. And this line R is actually parallel to what? It is actually parallel to B vector, isn't it? And the B vector is given to me as 3 I cap minus 6j cap minus 4k cap, right?
Yes,
And
ma'am.
this point shall be my A point 1 comma 7 comma 9. So straight away I know that, when I write down x minus x1 over A, y minus y1 over B, z minus z1 over C. What is x1 y1 z1? X1 y1 z1 is the point through which the line R is actually passing. And ABC is AI cap plus BJ cap plus CK cap. This shall be my direction ratios of vector B. And what is B? To which my line R is parallel. So can I simply say x minus x1? What is x1? x1 shall be 1 minus 1 equals to y minus y1. y1 is 7 equals to z minus z1. z1 is actually the coordinates of the z coordinates of the point over A. What is A? 3. What is this? This is minus 6. And what is Z? This is minus 4. Understood or not?
Yes, ma'am.
Any doubts on this?
No, ma'am. Clear.
Sure. So
Yes,
what
ma'am.
exactly is happening here? Just tell me. So my point is that if it is going to be x minus 1 over 3 and y minus 7 over minus 6 and z minus 9 over minus 4, if I have this, so what do you think right here? Tell me. This is going to be lambda. You understand? So this is my Cartesian equation of my required line. Any doubts on this? Just tell me.
No,
All
ma'am.
right,
Clear, ma'am.
right? So you can please
Yes.
reconnect because the meeting is about to, I think, over.